As you journey to your unlimited, I encourage you to dream big. Join me as I show you how. Hi everyone, I am Dr. Onika Williams and welcome to the Dream Big series. Thank you for joining us. Today we are going to be focusing on the I in Dream Big, which is for inspiration. You know, one of the most common questions that we ask our kids is, what do you want to be when you grow up? And a typical answer certainly is, I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a musician. I want to be a doctor. I want to be an engineer. I want to be a policeman. I want to be a teacher. You know, our kids have now so many things that, they can list as what they want to be. And I almost, want to frame that question differently. Not the what do they want to be, but what qualities do you want to have when you grow up? What characteristics do you want to have? Why are you? Who do you want to be rather than what do you want to be? And do you ever encounter those people who have qualities that you look at and you say, I want to be like that? That is something that I would like to develop when I get older, as I mature. And sometimes people get motivation and inspiration confused. So if there's someone that you meet that's doing something that you think is really, really just encouraging and inspirational, and you want to accomplish similar things that that person has accomplished, then they provide that sort of external motivation. There's an external goal that you're trying to meet. Whereas inspiration is more of the internal quality. What does that person represent in terms of the qualities that you see in them that you would like to mirror in yourself? And so inspiration for me is just as important as motivation. I have been extremely blessed to have strong role models in my life. Parents, grandparents, but specifically today I'm going to speak to my mother and my godmother. My mother is 77, my godmother is 83, and they spend some of their summers with us and with the kids, helping them in their schoolwork. And one of the things that has been mind-boggling to me is the degree to which they absolutely love to learn. And they have been lifelong learners. They continually embrace new knowledge, and they embrace knowledge with a depth, with an excitement, with an enthusiasm, and with a commitment to the learning process that information literally gets embedded in their brain like what seems forever. And one example of this is Latin. Now, we know Latin is not a spoken language. I'm not going to say Latin is a dead language, because Latin really is the foundation of a lot of language, but many schools no longer include Latin in their curriculum. Thankfully, my son's school is one of the schools that still focus heavily on the classics, and so Latin is a part of the curriculum. And so my mother and godmother, who took Latin, the last time they actually took Latin was when they were 15 years old. So for both of them, greater than 60 years ago, and they still remember all of the declensions and all of the vocabulary and all of the nuances of the Latin language that they are able to help our son with his Latin. Isn't that incredible? Well, I tell you, that inspires me. It creates a model of what lifelong learning looks like. It creates a model of what depth of learning looks like. It creates a model of what commitment to learning looks like that I want to see play out in my life every day. And so I continually aspire to be like them, to have those qualities continue to ring out in my life and in the life of not only my son and all of the children with whom I am affiliated, but part of the Dr. Didi Dynamo mission is to instill and is to conjure up and is to inspire in all kids that continuous love of learning that I have been just incredibly blessed to have modeled in my life, and now I seek to model it for others. So how can you apply that in your own life? How can you find the people that have the qualities? How can you identify the qualities that serve as inspiration in your own life? The first thing is just take inventory, take stock, make a list. Sit down and think about all of the people in your life and the qualities that they have that inspire you. Or you can do it the reverse. What are the qualities that for you inspire you? What are the qualities that you would like to see yourself continue to grow and develop in? And then you can identify the people who have those qualities that represent the qualities that you would seek to develop. And when you identify those people who have the qualities that inspire you, they should act as a beacon for you. They don't have to be someone that you are intimately related to, that's someone that you know, that's someone that you've actually physically met. We have people with qualities who are all around us, who because of the digital divide, because of all of the resources available through the internet and through the media, we have access to information about those people. Read about them, find out more about them. Find out more about their life stories that helps you to understand how did they continue to build those qualities, so that inspires you to know that it is possible, that they don't have something that is unattainable, that they're all human just like you, and the qualities that they have that you find that inspire you, because those are things that you know will help you along your journey to create the impact in the world that you want to create the difference in the world that you know that you were designed to make the change that you know that you're capable of, to simply just achieve the goals, the small goals, the big goals, the small dreams. So how do you actually do those things? The first thing is that you just have to identify what are the qualities that you think is important for you to achieve those dreams. The second thing is that you have to be courageous. Don't be shy. Don't be shy about stating the big dream that you have, the big goals that you have, the small goals that you have. State it. Put it out into the universe. Declare it. Give voice to it. When you give voice to something, it takes on a life. You have put it out into the universe. You have established it as a presence. And once you establish it as a presence, the world, the universe, the people around you will align with that intention. So setting the intention is extremely important. Make a list, once again, of the people. Make a list of the qualities. Keep those lists front and center that you're able to refer to. And as you achieve, as you feel yourself growing, as you find yourself being in those moments when you can see the development of those qualities, whereas you interact with the world around you, you see how that those qualities that inspire you, you see them manifest in your own life. Write about them. Journal every time you see that quality show up and you say to yourself, wow, I actually demonstrated courage. That quality that I'm inspired by, I'm seeing it in myself. Make note of it so that you get to go back and you get to see the evidence in action that you yourself are developing those qualities. So for one last plug, one last point of information in those tactics is, as you identify those people who you may not know, read their books, follow them on social media, listen to their interviews, listen to their podcasts, listen and find everywhere that they show up in this digital footprint, and understand more about who they are. Write about them. Find whatever that quality is, and then create a summary of what their life journey has been, so that it does become a bit of a roadmap for yourself, because now you know it. You'll be like my aunt and my godmom, where when you find out about these people and you actually embed them in your hearts because you've taken the time to know about them, they become a part of your consciousness, they become a part of your thought process, and more importantly, the qualities that they represent now become embedded as a natural part of who you are. And so 20 years, 30 years, 40 years later, those qualities that inspired you now become the qualities that you now model for others, that they now look to you and they say, I am inspired by this quality that I have seen represented in you. And you now serve as a source of inspiration, not just for the people around you, but for yourself. Because as we accomplish the goals, as we pursue the big dreams, we provide inspiration for ourselves, knowing that not even the sky is the limit.